Microphone check, 1, 2, what is this?
Okay, so we're back with another deep dive, and this time we are going all the way to Indonesia.
Cool.
Yeah, so we've got a really interesting article that we're going to be taking apart today. Yeah, and this article, it really focuses on how young people in Indonesia are.
Yeah.
You know, navigating all these really complex social issues that they're facing.
Yeah.
And, you know, we were talking earlier, and one of the things that I thought was really fascinating was this example in the article. It talks about this popular Islamic preacher, Gus Miftah,
Right.
who's known for having like more progressive views.
Okay.
And they use this example of him like encountering just a regular street vendor selling us iced tea.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, on the surface, that sounds
Sure.
not a big deal, but they talk about how, you know, today's world, especially with social media, that interaction could turn into, you know, a huge flashpoint.
Oh, yeah.
You know, people
Yeah.
can take it out of context.
Sure.
You know, there could be all sorts of opinions flying around.
Misinformation.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And so this article is really trying to give young people some tools and some guidance on how to, you know, approach these situations
Yeah.
in a way that's thoughtful and productive.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I'm really curious to kind of unpack this.
Yeah.
What are your initial thoughts when you read this article? Like, what stood out to you?
I think what's really fascinating is that it doesn't shy away from controversy. It doesn't say, you know, avoid these situations. It actually encourages young people to engage, but it gives them this like framework for doing so constructively.
Okay.
Like they can be a force for positive change, but it all starts with how they approach these issues.
I love that. So, okay, let's break down this framework. What is the article actually advising these young people to do?
So it kind of boils down to 3 core pieces of advice.
Okay.
The first one is like being critical and seeking accurate information.
Oh,
You know, we are just bombarded with information all the time, especially online. It's so easy to get caught up in, you know, whatever's viral.
yeah.
You know, whatever the, you know, the hot take is.
The hot gossip.
Yeah, exactly. But the article really stresses, you know, pausing, taking a breath,
Right.
and verifying your sources.
Fact check.
Yeah, like what are the actual facts of the matter? Who's saying what's their agenda, you know? Think about, you know, fact-checking websites or just, you know, cross-referencing information. Don't just take things at face
Absolutely.
value.
I have definitely fallen into those traps before myself.
Yeah.
So, you know, now I'm like triple checking everything. So,
Yeah.
okay, we've got the facts. What's next?
Okay, so the article then says it's about voicing opinions respectfully and engaging in healthy debate.
That's a tough one.
It is. But the article encourages young people to share their perspectives, but it really emphasizes doing so ethically and respectfully.
Yeah.
You know, even when you disagree strongly with somebody else,
Yeah.
imagine, you know, you're having a conversation with somebody who holds the complete opposite view as you. How do you communicate your points without, you know, resorting to personal attacks
Yeah.
or, you know, just inflammatory language?
Right.
It's about finding that balance between passion and respect.
Right. And I feel like that is so rare, especially online.
It's tough.
Like, have you ever seen a like truly respectful debate
Yeah.
in like the comments section of anything?
It's definitely challenging, but the article suggests that you kind of shift your focus. You know, focus on the issues
Yeah.
rather than like the individuals involved.
Yeah.
You know, listen actively, try
Right.
to understand the other perspective, and then respond thoughtfully, even if you ultimately disagree.
Yeah.
You know, the goal is to understand each other, not to win the argument.
I love that it's so true. It's like remembering there's a person behind the screen.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
not just, you know, text on a screen.
Right. It's an actual human.
Yeah.
Okay. So that brings us to the third piece of advice. What is that one?
Okay, so the third principle focuses on empathy and fairness.
Okay.
It reminds readers to treat everybody with respect, regardless of their profession or social standing. And it specifically calls out judging somebody based solely on their job.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, you know, it says that's unfair. And it emphasizes the importance of recognizing the value of all individuals.
So if we think back to that example with Gus Miftah
Right,
and the street vendor,
right.
you know, they're both deserving of respect, regardless of, you know, where they are in society.
Yeah.
It's like looking beyond those labels and seeing the human being.
Exactly. And if you connect these 3 principles together, it's like this really powerful message emerges. It's about fostering critical thinking, engaging in respectful dialogue,
Yeah.
and recognizing the inherent value of every person.
Wow.
And it's an approach that can help you navigate not just these online debates, but also like face-to-face interactions in our everyday lives.
Absolutely. It's so inspiring to see this framework encouraging young people to be active, informed, and compassionate members of their society.
Absolutely.
So to recap, the article is giving us 3 key takeaways. Verify your information, engage respectfully, and prioritize empathy.
I love it.
Okay, so now I want to pose a question to you, our listener.
Yeah.
The article we talked about today focuses on Indonesian youth. Do you think that these guidelines apply equally to young people everywhere when it comes to engaging with social issues and public figures? Why or why not? Let us know what you think. And thanks for joining us for another deep dive. We'll catch you next time.